Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 47. Today is Friday. It is absolutely beautiful again here in Cincinnati. I have the windows open and I am just delighting. I'm delighting in this beautiful day. This morning, I decided to sit on the opposite side of the bathtub when I did my meditation. And I had this realization that everything looks different when we change our perspective. And so today we're going to explore this idea of changing sides. Changing sides. So we are entering the full moon in Pisces weekend, which is very much about aligning or integrating the infinite body with the limited human body. And so we often see things from the perspective of what we know and what is familiar. So we're familiar with the body and we talk about the body and we moan about the body and we argue and harass our body and send it all these messages. And so we believe we know the possibilities of the body because we're looking at it from this side. We're sitting here in the human experience going, this is what I know to be true. When we change sides, when we are offered the opportunity to switch perspective, things can look totally different. What the full moon in Pisces is bringing in at this time on our planet, we've had many full moon in Pisces before. This is not a new thing in August. This is the first time it is bringing in such access to all of the infinite wisdom and awareness that is available to us as humans, because we've never had this much light in our planet. We haven't had the awareness, the awakening at a collective consciousness level. We've never been at this moment in universal consciousness, galactic, infinite consciousness. We've never been in this moment before because it's brand new. Always, every new moment is brand new and it's always more than it was before. So as we sit in this new full moon in Pisces, there is an opportunity to change sides, to look at the infinite embodiment from a different perspective. We know about it from the body. We're familiar because we're in the body. Well, many of us are in the body. Some of us kind of hang out above the body, but many of us are in the body. So we're very familiar with how the body works. When we change sides, when we look at it from a different perspective, when we look at the body from the infinite knowing of Pisces, from the immortal soul that is just using the body as a temporary experience, it's a whole different perspective. A whole different perspective. So you can use my example of the bathtub. Everything is always illustrated best through visuals, right? So picture, describe. My bathtub is a big, what they call a garden tub. It's a tree tub for me because it sits in this beautiful space at the end of the house where there are 3 windows I can see from the bathtub and all 3 show trees. So I normally sit with my back to what would be the driveway entrance if you were coming that way towards the bathtub. I sit with my back and I look out at the trees that I know surround the pool. And there's a shower in front of me that reflects all the light. So I can also, as I'm looking at the trees in front of me, I can see reflected in the glass of the shower stall, the shower wall, the trees that are behind me, which are at the entrance to our house. When I look to my right, out the window right at the bathtub, I'm looking up into all the trees that are at the end of the house and the sunlight that's above it. So I have this three-sided view of nature, and then on the left I have all the bathroom stuff, the wall, the, sink, all that. So I'm very familiar with what it looks like. I can settle into that space and feel comfortable and feel in alignment, and the light always plays in the similar way through my eyes while I meditate in the tub, and it comes in the same direction through the windows. It feels the sounds of the meditation music move around the room in a certain way. Everything feels very familiar. When I switch sides this morning, when I sat on the other side, I'm looking at a whole different view. The sounds move around the bathroom differently because now they're bouncing into my ears off of the glass wall behind me. I don't have a glass wall in front of me that is now reflecting the trees that I can't see. So I have a two-sided view of the trees. Everything just looks a little different. I can see the activity of the front yard versus the activity of the backyard. I use this example to give you a tiny illustration of the way that you can change your story. All of us, each of us, we can change our story when we look at this body that we inhabit as a soul from the perspective of the soul. So I'll just name a couple things. The soul would say, this body's too small. It's too tight. It can't do shit. It can't do anything. It can't fly. It can't connect telepathically. It can't move through time and space. What is this physical body? Why is it so limited? That's what the infinite body would say. The infinite soul. It would say, expand your horizons. Think a little bigger. Daydream. Create. Move out of the limitations you have imposed upon yourself. The infinite soul would say, no, no, no. Your body is meant to be a vehicle for all that you can flow through you. A vehicle to drive, to hold space for, to be the portal for creation to move through. Your body is not supposed to be the thing that you're obsessing about and talking about and staying small in. You tap into the view from the perspective of the soul, and it's this immense vista of possibilities. What else would the soul say? I would say, enjoy the view. Enjoy the view. Look around and see things outside of what you normally see. Change your perspective. Look at things differently. If you were to navigate your day today from the perspective of the infinite soul, who knows this body is temporary, this human experience is temporary, all the limitations that present themselves to you are just meant to challenge you and expand your awareness of consciousness, of love, of relationship, of emotion. How would your day shift? How would your view look different if it was the infinite soul that was having the conversations? Would you talk about the things that you're talking about? Would you spend your time bemoaning the limitations of all that's experienced in your body? Would you buy into everything that you are hearing and seeing reflected to you in social media and the news and shit, everything? Would you buy into it? If it was the infinite soul that was guiding your day, what would be different? What would be different? The beauty is that we get to have both. We get to have both. We have this infinite awareness and we have this human vehicle that can do and build and create and touch and feel and taste and share and hug and love and dance and delight. We get to have both. The infinite soul in the human body, and they work together in tandem. My invitation at this incredible new moment that we sit at in consciousness, at this beautiful portal of the full moon in Pisces, opening up all this awareness to every soul in a human body here on this planet. As we sit at this moment, my invitation is change sides for a little while. Look at your experience of life from the perspective of the infinite soul. And then tune in. Is there something you would change? If so, this weekend, change it. Play with it. See what happens. Allow the magic of the full moon to illuminate some really beautiful shifts that are possible for you. Yeah, because your home is inside you, but it's the reverse of what many of us think. It's the infinite soul sitting in the home right now of the human body until it decides to transition to something else. The lyrics, I woke up this morning singing the lyrics to 93 Million Miles by Jason Mraz, and I'm going to close with these lyrics because it's such a beautiful way to see how we are both. We are infinite and we are finite. We are spiritual and we are human. We are both, all of it, infinite embodiment. So here are the lyrics to this super fun song. My invitation is go listen to this song. It's so fun. It's so catchy, and you'll just be singing it all weekend. All right, Jason Mraz, M-R-A-Z, 93 million miles. 93 million miles from the sun. People get ready, 'cause here it comes. It's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon and into our eyes. Oh my, how beautiful. Oh, my beautiful mother, she told me, son, in life, you're gonna go far. If you do it right, you'll love where you are. Just know, wherever you go, you can always come home. 240,000 miles from the moon, we've come a long way to belong here, to share this view of the night, a glorious night. Over the horizon is another bright sky. Oh, my, how beautiful. Oh, my irrefutable father, he told me, son, sometimes it may seem dark, but the absence of the light is a necessary part. Just know, you're never alone. You can always come back home. Home, you can always come back. Every road is a slippery slope. There is always a hand that you can hold on to. Looking deeper through the telescope, you can see that your home's inside of you. Just know that wherever you go, know you're never alone. You will always get back home. 93 million miles from the sun. People get ready, 'cause here it comes. It's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon, into our eyes. Thank you for tuning in to today's vibration. Let's take this message of pure love out into all of our communities and continue expanding love here on Gaia. So much love from my heart to yours.